The hidden face of glorious age. Dark secrets of the Elizabethan era. The Elizabethan era, the reign of Queen Elizabeth I, was one of the most important and brilliant periods in the history of England. During this time, art and literature reached their peak. William Shakespeare wrote his extraordinary plays, and the British Navy defeated Spain. England prospered, and London became one of the most important cultural and economic centers in Europe. Despite cultural progress, belief in witchcraft was extremely common during this period. Many women were tried and executed on accusation of witchcraft, sometimes simply because a neighbor believed they had the evil eye. One of the most famous alleged witches executed during this time was Agnes Waterhouse, who was hanged in 1566. Even pets, such as cats, were sometimes considered agents of the devil and were killed. Queen Elizabeth I was famous for her pale and flawless face. However, this beauty was nothing more than a toxic mixture. She used a substance containing lead and gradually damaged the skin. This chemical caused her skin to develop wound and inflammation. Yet she continued to use the mixture in order to preserve her beauty. The Elizabeth era was full of betrayals. One of the most scandalous cases was the death of Amy Dudley, the wife of Queen Elizabeth's favorite, Robert Dudley. She died mysteriously after falling down a flight of stairs. However, many believe that this was a planned murder so that Dudley can marry the Queen. Elizabeth had a vast network of spies that was run by Sir Francis Walsingham. This secret organization was responsible for uncovering plots and eliminating the Queen's enemies. Some of its methods including breaking complex codes, using tortures, and even employing invisible ink. This era was also accompanied by deadly epidemics. One of the worst was the plague, which broke out several times across England. The streets of London were filled with sewage and garbage, and disease spread rapidly. In some cases, if someone in a house became infected with the plague, the doors of the house were locked and the entire family was kept inside alive until they died. During this period, treason against the crown has considered one of the worst crimes, and the punishments were extremely brutal. Methods such as hanging, disembowelment, and quartering were used to punish traitors. Some criminals were even burned alive, or their heads were displayed in public squares. Elizabeth, who was known as the Virgin Queen, never married, but this did not mean that there were no romantic relationships. There were many rumors about her secret relationship with nobles such as Robert Dudley and the Earl of Essex. Some sources claim that she was in love with Dudley, but the political reasons she was never able to marry him. Meanwhile, many nobles competed for the queen's attentions. While the nobles at court were busy with intrigues, the streets of London were full of hungry children living in horrific conditions. Many of them turned to stealing, begging, and hard labor in order to survive. Sugar was a luxury item during this period, and only the rich people could afford to buy it. Because of this, black and decayed teeth were very fashionable, and even people who did not have darkened teeth would blacken their using charcoal.